Hey everyone, now at Season 5, Episode 5 of Voltron Legendary Defender Bloodlines. To first start off with the opening scene, we have Pidge, Matt, and the rest of Team Voltron aboard the castle's bridge, like the launch bay, to help with Commander Holt's departure back to Earth. And of course, there's nice family reflection with him being very proud of both his kids, wishing them well, but also a nice sentiment of a collection of recorded messages that all the paladins made for him to deliver to their families. Like Hunk getting emotional, even Lance breaking down a little bit, and Koran kind of comically being sympathetic, all their crying being excused by space dust. But even that little scene opens a lot of possibilities that apparently sometime soon in the show's future, Earth will have some awareness of what's going on in the bigger universe as they prepare for a possible threat from beyond the stars. And onward from there, we kind of once again have the, well, not quite, but similar to the recurring serious Galra stuff, lighthearted Team Voltron stuff, but in this case it's sort of like negative serious stuff for the Galra, serious positive stuff for Team Voltron. Continuing shortly after the end of the previous episode, Lotor is now leader of the Empire, and a great majority of the forces have united behind him due to the promise of now hopefully peacefully attaining quintessence for progress, peace, numerous advancements. But unfortunately, there's still some breakaway factions, and those had to be dealt with appropriately. But first, sort of going over a bit of the Galra headquarters situation, since now Team Voltron is allowed there, which, like the characters note, it is weird to see that going on, just them walking about, being kindly escorted by sentry robots, by soldiers, cooperating with the Galra leader. Sort of the main ongoing plot thing there is Lotor consulting with Allura to hopefully be able to access unlimited quintessence by leading them to this fabled Altean realm called Oriond, I think is how we pronounced it. Long ago believed to just be something of a folk tale, but now something he seems to have physically, tangibly located in space, that is said to have the secrets of Altean alchemy, and thus the skills to get the progress they want. On the much more lighthearted side of things, Hunk, Pidge, and Lance have shenanigans around the headquarters by reprogramming a sentry robot to have fun. which basically means pranks, especially on these two hapless guards that they keep running into. And from the looks of things, it seems like the writers of this writers of this episode made a point of making a humorous version of a very serious scene from Wrath of Khan, even with the music choice. So that's something to wonder about. I enjoyed the scene, but I'm curious of the production aspect of that. And back on the serious Galra stuff, the breakaway factions. The Blade of Marmora's leader, Colivan, deploys Keith to this currently feuded over world between two breakaway Galra forces in order to destroy a super weapon that had been engineered there by the commander Randvig, and meet up with a contact of the resistance group Krolia in order to help the mission forward. Once again, we get some cool spy ninja-ish stuff from Keith, how he now operates. Once again, kind of the interesting story and visual element of a Galra versus Galra situation. And maybe this will go in an odd turn in the next episode, but the final few seconds of this one, they really got me. That was quite a little viewing experience out of this episode, which was already very good. But considering, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, there's still Earth's preparation and stuff, things aren't going to go all, nice and tidy, I'm sure. Especially with this season only being a 6-episode one. So, that's all I've got to I think it's basically all I've got to say about this episode. So, see you in the finale for Season 5 at episode 43.